Hi Cancer, my name is Priscilla with Psychic MD, and I'm here to do your November love reading. So the intent is to go ahead and get into some feelings here, whether you're partnered, married, relationship, situationship, or nobody. If you have nobody on the horizon, you're going to be surprised. So if you can please take a moment to subscribe, like, share, comment. I would really appreciate that. That would help my channel grow. Also, any content that you would like for me to cover, please put it in the comment section. Also, if anything resonates with you. Cancer. Love life, relationships, love for November 2020. Okay. So we have the Judgment card. This is, if you're in a relationship right now, it's like you're forming a judgment also, but you're liberating yourself. Maybe it's liberating yourself from kind of like ideas and notions, or trying to hide what or who you are, or trying to fit yourself into a mold that you don't belong into. I feel like you're just going to bear it all, bear your soul in such a way that that which belongs to you is going to be magnetized. I think that's really beautiful. Also, I think you do want also an elevated kind of love, something higher, just more elevated than what it is. And I think that you may have spent some time also in prayer, or just even begging the universe. I feel like frustrated. I feel like, oh my God, when is this going to happen? Or is this ever going to happen? Is my mate ever going to change? Are they going to grow? Are they going to reciprocate in a way that really fulfills me? Okay, so I feel like this is a really, really deep change that you're seeking, but you're also vibrationally rising and putting yourself out there on a higher level than you ever have before, Cancer. Now, dear Cancer, we all know how much you guys love, and when you love deeply. I think that's awesome, but I think that there's a transparency that maybe you've never had before that's going to be so very much more attractive and alluring for people around you, okay? Now, I want to say this has to do with someone or something from childhood. It could be even a partner, a loved one that you are married to or committed to or in a situationship with from a long time ago, okay? Someone that you have grown with in many ways, or simply someone that you're looking back on in a fond way from the past that maybe you've had no current connection with, but that you guys have both grown and have gotten older, more mature. You feel a sense of loyalty to them. You feel like once upon a time maybe they were loyal to you, or there was mutual loyalty involved. I do feel like this person, when you think of them, whether it's your current mate or someone from the past, could be that you married someone or you're with someone from the past. You have a lot of fun memories, a lot of nostalgia, a little bit of daydreaming going on. But I do feel like when you look back, you're like, this person's been with me from the beginning, and they've been a really loyal person. That's a vibe I get. I also get a little bit being on cloud nine, a little bit kind of airy, cloud nine, a little bit of like that fantasy, thinking of when we were young, or when we used to this or that, or back in the day. It doesn't mean you have to be old. It just means that, you know, maybe this person, you're reminiscing about how you grew up or where you grew up or anything like that. Or even the times in high school, like now, where you used to be able to go to school. And now many people are not able to. They are doing the online thing. So it could be reminiscing that. You have the Judgment and the Justice. So I'm going to say this person in your life can be involved with law officer, a judge. They could work for the courthouse. You could work for the courthouse. Or there is an overall feeling of justice and justice in your relationship overall, okay? So I feel like you are measuring this with a double-edged sword, trying to see if this is going to hold water, if it's going to balance appropriately. I think that you're looking at yourself in the past and feeling like, you know what, maybe I didn't act fairly, and I'm willing to own that and cut that. kind of like that's not my character anymore. But you know what? Yeah, I acted like a crappy person, or I did some crappy things, and I'm gonna own it. And I'm gonna do so joyfully now because I have green here. I'm acting from a sense of truth and honesty and fairness. So whatever this is, I feel like you're willing to just be really real and cut away anything that doesn't make you feel like things are in a balance, that doesn't help things be equal, on equal footing. Okay, that's the vibe I'm getting with this. Then I have the Knight of Wands here, and this one is all about listening to the beat of your own drum, about feeling, about being in the moment. This could be a little, I don't know how to say it in English, capricious, like in the moment, you're just kind of like, anyways, it could be a momentary feeling, a flighty feeling. So you want to be careful that you're not led by your emotions too much. Kind of think things through and weigh things out. It's fun to be able to be in the moment and kind of feel what you're feeling. But you have this horseback here, so whoever this person represents, yourself or another, you could be prone to being flighty, okay? Could be like, woo, okay, next. That kind of a vibe. So if you are definitely, in the mood where you're exploring and checking different things out, not a problem with that. But I don't feel like it's an energy of being here to stay. Now with that, makes sense to me. I have the Temperance card. This is someone who is looking after your well-being. They could be someone who's crossed over. And in the spirit world, this could be someone who you regard as a guardian angel. Okay, somebody who takes care of you, looks after you. Somebody who's balanced, somebody who feels equal and fair in some ways. It could also be somebody who is not currently in your space, in your life, because I see a set of wings. So this could be someone that you wish that they would come, Cancer, I'm like, you wish. You wish they would come towards you. You can't really see the wings here, but anyways, he's got wings back here. And you wish that they would come towards you. You really elevate and look up to this person because they really have your back, okay? So whether it's someone that you're with now, or someone that's in the past that you have no contact with, you're kind of a little bit like wishing, idealistic, okay? Now, Eight of Swords, you're feeling tied up. You are feeling tied up, or someone is feeling tied up in this situationship relationship. If you look, there are little ties right here, but what's really holding the ties are these birds are kind of, it's almost like Snow White in a nightmare. I had to write that down because I will forget. It's almost a little bit like that Snow White in a nightmare where the birds were dressing Snow White, but with you, they're kind of making you feel impeded, like I can't move, I can't progress, I don't have a clear picture. Even the mirror is cut off. But if you look on a closer level, this lady, here she is, the real her. Again, it can be gender fluid. She's actually facing this mirror, but she can't see clearly. She sees one thing. She sees she's tied up. I can't make a decision. I don't know where to go. Your thoughts are tangling you, darling. So I'm going to say, Cancer, don't be caught up by your thoughts. You do have movement and emotion, should you choose it. That's going to be a choice, entirely up to you. Try to get more clarity by looking at the situation and realizing, even make a list of 8 things that you feel like you can't change, you can't move away from, that's making you feel trapped. List 8 things that make me feel a certain way, and then go through those 8 things and tick off the ones that are like, you know what, yeah, I can choose to move on from this situation, or I can pack my bags and leave, or I can actually date other people because we're not committed, and whatever the case may be, okay? So with that, I do see, Cancer, that you're going to come full circle, that you are going to have an ending. I think it's an ending to this feeling trapped, feeling stagnant, feeling like I can't move. I think the road ahead of you is very beautiful. It's purple. To me, that's very spiritual. Maybe you're on a spiritual journey, not so much when you look for love or talk about love or think about love. You're thinking of, oh, she's so pretty, she drives or he drives like the right cars, they own the right house or the material stuff. But you're looking for deeper meaning and leveling up with yourself as well as with people around you, okay? So there will be a period of you looking at things from a different perspective, of holding your feet, meaning you're not going to move forward or backwards. And again, look at all this purple here, all this spirituality. It's like I want to look and see, does that match my spiritual goals or what I think, or are we a good fit? I think that you're going to sit in a period of suspension, or someone around you is sitting with that same period of suspension in mind. I do want to say and point out that although these sound very similar, they're incredibly different. This one is being muddled, caught up in your thoughts, and not having clarity that you can do anything about. It is a choice, but you're deluding yourself in not understanding that it's a choice, okay? With this one, you know that you're making a choice, Cancer. And your choice is, you know what? I don't know. I have clarity. So I'm going to wait, and I'm going to look for clarity. And when I see things from a different perspective, after examining all of my choices and options, then I can move. Then I will make a strategic move. Then I will make choices or whatever. But if things are not clear, I'm going to make a choice. And that's what the difference is between those two cards. So I think that you're going to feel very complete, very controlled, very contained in some ways, in a good way though. Once you get out of that mental confusion, you are indeed, the very next card you're looking at, I need to get clarity, to gain clarity. Now I have stairs behind you, and I almost get the feeling of, you know what, there's stairs, what's going on behind my back? Cancer, you could be thinking, what's going on behind my back? Are they taking the stairs behind my back and I don't see what's going on? Where are they going? Where are they headed? Are they whatever? So there's a lot of questions with that. And you can really get caught up in your own thinking and be your own worst enemy, once again getting caught up in your mind. But sometimes we need to travel that spiral path of going up in our brain and examining in order to see that, you know what, sometimes I'm simply just overthinking it. Can I not have, I read more than I speak, guys. I'm like, can I not traverse? Is that the word? Can I not go up these stairs in a direct manner instead of like going in a circular motion, making myself crazy, making other people crazy perhaps because of my indecisions or my lack of clarity? I see one dark bird here, and it's like you're gaining clarity the more you think, but there's more of a direct way. If you can just get really centered and ask God, Spirit, whoever for clarity, I think that you're gonna do it. In your quest to get clarity, be sure that you are not overly sharp with your words. I do feel like you're gonna get what you're seeking. That light, that illumination, Cancer. And maybe it's like, well, what steps do I need to take? Because I see steps, I keep thinking steps. What steps do I need to take to be able to get to the light, to be able to understand that illumination, that epiphany moment? Like, oh my goodness, it was there all along. This is how I progress, okay? So Cancer, I have the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is all about higher learning. And again, we see the stairs that are echoed into higher learning or higher state of being. I see the pink with like, I affiliate that with like love and romance and just having a purity and a higher level of. Now you can't really see it because of all the lighting here, but at the top it looks almost like this stairs become a tree, okay? And that is growth and being able to just feel elevated in so many different ways. So you might be like flirty, somebody's flirting with you, and you're thinking about, is this like a higher level of a higher consciousness? Or you're just like living in the moment, being giddy, because I feel like this person's a little bit giddy during their meditation. It's also the Hierophant about commitment. So with that being said, it's like you're sitting on a commitment or making a decision about a commitment, and this is causing a lot of stress and heartache for someone. It could be maybe you, maybe another person, or maybe they're sitting on a decision regarding commitment that's causing some pain. Somebody here is in serious pain, Their heart is feeling like it's ripped out, wretched out. These trees are not blooming. That tree looks nothing like this tree. Okay, somebody, I propose to you, Cancer, that somebody's feeling like they want a higher level of commitment, like they want you to level up, to own up, to kind of grow, or you want them to, but it's not going there. And it may be that they're not just saying so in words, but you know what this person wants, and it's causing them a lot of heartache. If this is a situation where they can't commit to you, you cannot commit to them for whatever reason, it's causing so much darkness and so much pain, and putting them or yourself, wherever this person is in pain, in a major pain. They could be feeling betrayed, backstabbed, unhappy, or that could be you. And that's why you're looking at times when things were innocent, when things were authentic, when things were loyal, when you had that loyalty. And that would explain a lot of the prior reading. And now you feel kind of like bound and tied up and you're not sure. And that's why you're just like, you know what, this is just me. Let's cut through the BS, all this stuff, and let me just get to what is important to me. So you might be having conversations with that significant other. Woo, it's falling. Or need to have a conversation that really clarifies things, because it suggests like just a lot of pain and a need to heal. There's some healing that has to be had. There's a lot of admirers in the situation, Cancer. Some people might be like trying to talk to you. These are like little ghosts, a little ghost from Christmas past. A lot of people trying to communicate with you, or you communicating with them. And it's like, oh, hey, I see you. Like, you're very well admired. People are looking towards you. But if you're in a situation that you need to move on or level up or level out of, it's always best to kind of deal with those things prior. And it's not really like a judgment thing. This is just letting you know, yeah, you have a lot of admirers. You can bask in your own glory. We all like to feel good and admired. But there's a need to deal with this as well. So if it's yourself or someone else, it's always good to kind of wrap things up before you move forward, move on, or deepen things with them. Okay, there's struggles and fights about you deciding to stay in a situation or move on. So I don't know what that means to you. It could be internal struggle, which manifests outside of us, like fighting with each other, fighting about the past, fighting with what we want. This person's like, don't go, please stay. This other person's like, I gotta get out of here. This other person's like, you're not going anywhere. So a lot of emotions. I think that, you know, maybe one person is more invested than the other. And it's important to be free in your authentic self, regardless of where you're at in this picture, so that you can kind of work towards or away from whatever it is that's the healthiest answer for you. Everybody wants to be happy in the end. Everybody wants stability. We want that stability. We want to move in a way that helps us, that we have our home, our hearth, our families, people that are loyal to us. Yeah, so loyalty could be a really big issue, Cancer, in your life, a really big topic. Almost like, it's almost like you feel like they have to be sort of like your father or some figure that you looked up to that was like really loyal, older. Or this could be even you thinking, I'm going to take my time and I'm not going to really commit to anything until I'm a lot older. And even if we're, you know, I'm 49 now, so even at my age, I'm like, I'm not going to do this until I'm older. So we could be thinking that. But whatever the case, Cancer, make sure that you are honest with yourself. The advice for you is to look at what you are growing. Is it really manifesting what you want? Is it thriving? Are the roots solid under here, so that when the leaves and branches start sprouting, that tree is really rooted, or that plant, and it's not really going anywhere. I think that you're looking to see all the time money investing in a situationship or partnership or relationship, whatever it is, Is it worth the time, money, effort, and is it growing and producing exactly what you want? Okay, so that is the advice for you. With that, I think once you get clarity, then you're going to be able to really invest more of yourself in the situation. All right, if you're not partnered right now, all these things still can have bearings on what is going on with you and what you are looking for. And so it's going to be a really important time for you to get clear on who you are authentically. And if you're getting hit up by people who don't have the vibrational match as you, meaning that you are evolving to your most authentic self, like this is what I really want, and then you get bombarded by people who don't match that idea, you know, it's just not gonna really go places. Yeah, here you are, injustice again. You want what's fair. You want a fair an equitable relationship. It doesn't mean if you put in $2, they put in $2 and it's even. It means if you put in $2 and they have, you know, something that's equitable or real value, that you guys create harmony and balance within each other. It's the yin and the yang. It's facing up and owning what is right for the relationship, but also, most importantly, dear Cancer, what is right for you at a core level. Okay? So with that, your final message, again, it's temperance, temperance, temperance. So take your time. There's some healing to be had in this situation. Be sure to don't rush into things. Yeah. Be sure to continue progress. Oh my gosh. Progress with what gives you stability, what makes you feel homey. Even if it's just like a little tent or whatever the case may be, whatever makes you feel like that sense of home, that's going to be the right thing for you. Okay, so don't be carried away by all the glitz and the glamour. Things aren't really like that. Embrace yourself. You have a lot of admirers, Cancer. You're looking good. You're smelling good. People are noticing, whether in person, online, on the phone, whatever. When you go to the grocery store, people are really noticing. But the biggest thing is be your most authentic self. You are coming out of the darkness romantically, meaning that you can revamp your current relationship if that is what you indeed want to do, or if you're coming from being high and dry and having nothing. Okay, you have a lot of options, potential. The biggest thing is be happy with yourself, be secure with yourself. Her breastplate is once again open to the sun. Okay, so I just want to tell you and encourage you, things are going to look up and get better. Just be really authentic, and don't try to fit anybody's mold. It's just not going to work. It's not going to go anywhere. And with that, please again do like, share, subscribe, comment would be nice. And with that, namaste. Have a good one.